Hi Vivaan! This video is for the set of homework that you have for this week. I'm including a new exercise called I call it the long tone exercises. On the sheet it says Elementary Method, Opus 101, numbers 3 and 4 by Ferdinand Beyer. He's a very popular, he wrote a very popular book for young students that start learning to play the piano. It's a very popular book in China, Korea, and in Japan. I actually used it when I was like 5 or 6. And it actually is a very thick book, and it takes you from absolute beginner to like a full, like a intermediate level. So it's the kind of a book that many kids use a long time. I believe my book was divided into part 1 and part 2, and those were both thick books. So I took out this long tone exercise because they're sort of hard to find, but it's important to give you a chance to play things slow enough so that you will look at your fingertips. And of course you have to sit correctly, you have to sit high enough, and you have to make sure that your elbow, wrist, and your first knuckle here is level. You have to make sure that it's nice and flat with your shoulders down. Now, if your shoulder had to come up so that your arms were level to the ground, meaning it should be horizontal. If you had to raise your shoulder, that means you're not sitting up high enough. And one more thing I do notice with you, you did tell me that you don't have a step stool to put your feet. Well, you must ask your mom or dad to give you something. It doesn't have to be, you might be able to borrow something from the rest of the house. You're not going to practice the piano more than like say maybe up to 45 minutes a day. During that 45 minutes, I'm pretty sure that nobody is going to miss a stool that you're borrowing. So go borrow it. Do not let your feet dangle. That's another reason why you cannot sit still. You have to sit still. You have to sit at the good position. You have to be high enough, and you also have to have your shoulders down. Okay, so have your hands ready, and the first exercise is number 3. The metronome marking I wrote is between 80 and 92. I'm going to play the whole thing with the repeat. As you can see, the first 8 measures is a repeat, so I will repeat, and the metronome goes at 88. And I'm watching both hands carefully. You can practice one hand at a time too. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, and repeat. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Ending 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. That's number 3. And as you can see, it's all whole notes. You may have noticed my hands don't move. My hands are on the piano. It doesn't go up and down. It doesn't go side to side. It basically just stays. The only thing I'm doing is using one finger per hand at a time to keep the keys down. That's the only thing you're doing. You're doing really nothing else. Like if I were like the measure 3, I'm playing E. And the hand stays still. I'm still holding the E, still staying still. And then you move to the next measure, you go to the F. And then you don't move your hand, you just keep your finger, the finger number 2 for the left hand, finger number 4 for the right hand, stays down. And then next is G, right hand pinky, left hand thumb. And that's all you do. And this is basically to build control, so that you have one finger working and the rest of the fingers not working, not moving. That's the other thing. So it's a very minimalistic, you do minimum work for doing all of these exercises. Okay, number 4 is in half notes, so it's going to be twice the pace, and I will demonstrate in the same metronome marking 88. And same hand position, right hand treble, left hand bass. You don't play the middle C. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Repeat. 2, 2, 1, 2, rest. That's your number 2. And it's a similar thing. It's just that your fingers change position just, twice as early, twice as frequently. And it's a simple exercise, but again, you have to sit well, put your feet on something, don't let it dangle. The reason why your leg starts hurting is because you're letting it dangle. If you have a footstool and if your knee wasn't too low, your leg would not hurt, especially if you're sitting on your books. So have a footstool. And shoulders down, your hand in good position, very minimum work, minimum movement. You just press those keys down when you're supposed to. And of course, you have to lift the keys up when the next set of keys goes down, if keys go down. Okay, so that's a long tone exercise. And now I'm going to demonstrate your 5-finger exercise. You have left hand page 2, right hand page 1. So let's start with the left hand page 2. Left hand page 2, metronome is at 100. Okay, metronome 100. Let's get it started. So I will play the left hand. The last line first. This is what you need to practice first. Measure 45 to 48. Play that a number of times. And I'm sitting exactly as I was earlier. Shoulders down, hand in good position, minimum movement, feet on something. No, don't let your feet dangle. Now I will play all of page 2 from measure 25. That's all of page 2. Now let's go to the right hand exercise. I would like you to practice just the page 1 and same tempo, 100 on the metronome. Right hand now plays a middle C. that's your 5 finger exercises, and play that after you do the long tone. The long tone you have to practice first, and then go to the 5 finger exercises. And I think 1 page per hand is good enough, because now that you have the extra exercise. So do those before you play the other pieces from your easiest piano course. And actually, I've included a new piece for you in your homework, the Music Box Dancer, which will be sent to you as a PDF form, PDF scan music, and ask your mom to print that out for you. And I'm not going to do a video on that. You have to figure it out on your own. So I'm going to stop this video here. I'll continue the next one with for the easiest piano course exercises.